About that, but we also have this. Millennials getting the short shrift again. A new study out from the Federal Reserve linking ballooning student loan debt, it's at $1.5 trillion now, to a drop in home ownership among young people. This would have massive consequences and may already be having massive consequences for the U.S. economy. So let's bring Jack Howe back on that. Kristin Tate joins us as well, the author of How Do I Tax Thee? All right, good to see you both. And Jack is, well, maybe we'll get a brief word on Netflix. That was something, that report. It seems like now it looks like it's better than expected. The stock could very easily turn higher. But, Kristin, on this issue of student loan debt, we talk about it all the time, right? What do you make of this theory now that there's numbers behind it from the Federal Reserve saying that, you know what, these people straddled with so much debt are not buying homes? Makes sense, right?
Absolutely. This doesn't surprise me at all. Total student loan debt in this country is now more than $1.5 trillion, and this is largely the result of federal loans. Today, the feds subsidize over 70% of all student aid. Most students can qualify for as much federal aid as they need for tuition, regardless of the price tag or the earning potential of the degree that they're seeking. So colleges can continue to increase their tuition with impunity because they know that no matter what they charge, students will be able to finance it with government money. Right. And as a result of that, we've seen a 129% increase in tuition from 1988 to today.
Yes.
So, you know, these students come out of school with tens of thousands of dollars in debt, and not only can they not afford to buy houses, many can't even afford rent. We're seeing a record number of millennials living with their parents.
Brings up all kinds of debates, Jack. You know, as Kristin says, all the loans driving up the tuition costs, which we've talked about a lot. But then it's the value of a college degree. They did have the numbers, ages 22 to 27 with college degrees on average earning $42,000, high school diploma only on average earning $28,000. So work that in with the debt and the is it worth it argument.
You got to work in also the people who don't make it through college. You pay all that money. There's no question in my mind that a ton of people pay for college. You get a very poor return on that spending. Don't mistake that for me saying don't go to college. That's the tyranny of it. Right. You have to go to college, but it's a losing proposition financially for a lot of people. The only answer we ever have in this country when we want to make something affordable is we say, let's artificially puff up buying power with cheap loans, and it makes it even less affordable.
Right.
It's so true. It's so true.
So there you go, Kristin. It's not like, or maybe you have a better suggestion of how to solve all of this.
Well, I think a lot of kids actually shouldn't go to college. You know, trade school is a great option for many students. The problem is that so many students are encouraged to bury themselves in debt for degrees that are just not a good return on investment. For example, my brother's best friend used government-backed loans to get his bachelor's degree in archaeology. He couldn't find a job when he got out of college, so now he's living with his parents, working retail, trying to pay back these loans. These kids have been sold a bill of goods, and now they're being told by the media that it's not their fault, it's capitalism's fault. So I think this is part of the reason we've seen a big push towards socialism among millennials and this push to free college and student loan forgiveness.
That is another issue altogether, which we've also talked about. Quick word, then we're going to go, Jack. Bring up Netflix, guys, for one more minute. And it was a huge report tonight, and that's why we're spending so much time on it, but it was confusing. So now the way, as Melissa said a moment ago, they're reporting subscribers has changed. So stock's only down 2.5%. Revenue, as we said when you were on originally, was a little light. Wouldn't be surprised maybe to see this thing turn around completely and be higher tomorrow. Who knows?
I would not be surprised at all. What matters most, as you say, is those subscription ads, and it looks like they might have come in, the additions, maybe more than 1 million more than the street was expecting. So that's a good number. If the revenue isn't there yet, we know that the price hikes are coming, so there's going to be more revenue down the road. And look, this company isn't expected to generate free cash for another few years still. So it's not like when it comes to the fine details of the financials, Wall Street is playing Bird Box right now. They don't care. They just want to see the subscription growth.
Well done, Jack. Thanks a lot, as always. Kristin, thanks for joining us today as well. We appreciate it.